Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, really time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco, thanks for tuning in. What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, man. It is Philly the podcast. Shout out to all the channel members coming on in. I see ya. But we had a whole lot of rumors, a whole lot of drama, a whole lot of eagle-like activity happening in the past couple of days. I haven't been live in a while. Like, I've went live, but I haven't done this type of live in a second. You know what I mean? I haven't been able to talk to my people for a minute. So the first couple minutes of this, I'm just going to kind of go over what has happened, some of the news that is at least verified for now. Like I said, if it is a rumor, I will let you know it's a rumor. But just to start off real quick, I want to talk about Brandon Brooks. So we have been seeing, people talking about trading Brandon Brooks. Apparently he's on the block. I don't think that's going to happen. It makes more sense if they are going to look to move on from him. It makes more sense cap-wise to do it after June as a post-June designation. So maybe they're just trying to gauge his value. But that happening kind of tells me a couple things, or at least it brings up a couple questions for me, right? So it brings up the question, do you believe in Pryor? Do you believe in Herbig? Do you believe in Sayamalu, Driscoll? Like, who is your succession plan to Brandon Brooks? That's the biggest question. Now, do you go ahead and draft Rashawn Slater at number 6? He will probably be there, or if Penny Sewell's there, obviously, whoever you feel is the better player. I feel like this brings up a lot of questions, and realistically, if it was me, I'd probably rather trade Lane Johnson. I hate to say that, but I'd rather trade Lane Johnson than Brandon Brooks right now. I understand the cap implications, but if I'm going off of the player, Lane Johnson's been hurt a lot as well, and he's got a big cap hit as well. So if I had to pick one, I'm probably going to be saying, we should let go of Lane Johnson. I know he was our draft pick, so maybe we have that connection, but it is what it is. Now, a couple things about the cap. All right. So the salary cap went up to 182.5. So that's a good thing for, Eagles fans. Obviously, we probably wanted it a little bit higher. Why wouldn't we, right? But 182.5 isn't mad. So what I've seen, the most recent is from Tim McManus, and he said we're around $28 million over the cap. That's without Brandon Graham's numbers. And then Isaac Sayamalu and Jason Kelce. Both of Jason Kelce's restructure kind of looked like a raise, but it ended up saving us $2.8 million on the cap, which is important to us. And then Isaac Sayamalu's got us $2.4 million. So the main reason why I want to do this, right? I want to talk to you guys about trading back, because I feel like we've argued so many times about who we want at that number 6 pick. Depending on how the first 5 picks go, we might be in a situation where we have everybody we want, or we might not have anybody we want. We might be in a situation where only Trevor Lawrence goes as a quarterback and every other skill position goes, or a bunch of tackles and stuff like that. We don't know what's going to happen. So it'll be interesting to me. I personally do want to move back. So shout out to Big Play Slay in the building. Shout out to Carlos Holloway in the building. Philly Green. Shout out to channel member AK Eagles. I see you. What's up, Castro? What's up, everyone? What's good, brother? How are you doing? But I'm good, man. I am good. Shout out to Richard Ruth, another channel member in the building, saying what's good. What's good, brother? Yes, sir. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. So I'm going to go over a couple. What's good, Ryan Rowe? What up? So I'm going to go over a couple reasons. What's good, BMO? What's good, BMO? Another channel member in the building. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So that's my first reason why I want to go ahead and trade back. Is you get a ton of picks, you know what I'm saying? And then you marry that together with the thought that you could build a full team around Jalen Hurts in the next 2 rounds, right? I'm going to go over three teams, I should say, that I think we can talk to and maybe actually trade back, because I think someone's going to end up getting desperate. Depending on how, like I said, this is all depending on how the board ends up falling. If 3 quarterbacks go in the first 5 picks, someone's going to be thirsty for that 4th one, I feel like. So we might be able to trade back and not too far back. That's the thing. So Like I said, you get a ton of picks. You can build a team around Jalen. And this is a deep first round. So I feel like you can go all the way as far back as maybe 12 and still be okay. Like I think 12 is you still get like a top tier player at a position. It might be cornerback, it might be linebacker, it might not be the wide receiver we all want, but I still feel like you can get a top tier player at their position at that point. So the type of people, the first one that I want to go over is Denver. What's good, Addie Green? Addie B. I was reading two names at once. Addie B. You could trade back and get Waddle. Pitts is just rising by the day. I don't know why. I like Pitts, but people are really. I'm not gonna get into that. It is what it is. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The media likes to chatter. We'll see what actually happens come draft day. But either way, so yeah. I want to trade with Denver. Denver would probably be number 1 or number 2 for me because I think you can get the most on both sides. Like you stay at a good pick and you stay ahead of Dallas and the Giants, which kind of makes it means something to me. You know what I'm saying? So this is like my favorite one is that you would go ahead and trade with Denver. You go to the number 9 spot. I mean, I'm throwing out numbers. I don't know what we would really get. I think a starting point would be like giving us the number 9, giving us next year's first round pick, and maybe a third this year. I think that's fair starting grounds. Like I said, I'm not no GM, so I don't really know what we would get for it. But I think that would be like the most solid trade because, like I said, you're not moving back too much. You're only moving back 3 positions. So you'll still have, hopefully, a top tier player there. You know what I'm saying? And retrospect, you obviously won't get the 6th best player, but with the mindset that Denver wants to go get a quarterback, they can go up to number 6, give us those assets, and I don't think that they'll be a great team next year. I don't think they're a quarterback away. So before I move on to the next 2, you guys let me know what you think about Denver. What do you think would be like a fair trade if we were to trade with Denver? I think that would be a good trading back is smart, bro. Many holes we need to fill on D. Need more draft picks. Facts. And the thing is, we don't trust Howie. I mean, that's always like the silver, and not the silver lining. I guess it would be like the dark lining. I don't know what lining color it would be. I'm not good with the palette, but we have Howie Roseman. So you get nervous when you start giving him, you know what I'm saying, more options or less of a structure. Because I feel like if you're at number 6, it's harder for you to really say, hey, let's go take a chance on him. When you get down to number 12, I could see him trying to weasel his way in and be like, listen, let's go get Kadarius Toney at 12. Like, I mean, I'm not saying he's trash, but like, I could see him going to try. Because realistically, I think that we might, all this offensive line movement, why not go get Rashawn Slater? And I think you can trade back and still get Rashawn Slater. To be honest, I think if you end up at that 9 position and you want to go get yourself an offensive lineman, Rashawn Slater could play guard, he could play tackle, he could play center. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he might be a safe pick. If you don't trust yourself right now picking wide receivers, maybe offensive line is the safe pick, but then you have to trade back and you have to do that. What would be a fair trade if we move back to number 9 with Denver? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we have, bro. Everybody's getting excited that we might not have Nate Gary anymore, but they just didn't franchise tag him. That don't mean that they ain't gonna re-sign him. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing. Terrence Marshall is so undervalued because Chase is in the draft. Might be our 2nd round pick. Yeah, I think this is a draft you have to go very heavy on defense. So if you want to go ahead and let me fix this. If you want to go ahead and get like a wide receiver in the 1st round or in the 2nd round, just make sure you're getting a lot of defense because that's really where we need the help right now. Our offense is at least young. We might not be great. We might not be good, but they're at least young. So I don't think Howie is it's Howie though. Larry is heavily involved in the draft. Yeah. I agree. And I mean, Howie's just at this point, he's just their puppet. He's just his puppet, right? He's just the guy that, Jeff, if you want this done, I'm gonna go do that for you. I'm gonna go do that for you. So it's kind of like when you got that teacher's assistant. Like at the end of the day, on the surface they might look cool, and you might like, all right, this is just a normal dude. We both work for the same dude, but he works a little bit closer to your, you know what I'm saying, to the guy that you. So it is what it is. He's the snitch in the room. It is what it is. We needed to trade down for some more draft picks and maybe Zach Ertz or Brandon Brooks in a package. I don't know why Brandon Brooks would be a guy that you really want to get rid of. Like, like not at this point, at least. Like I said, if we get into this season after June and he's trash or something like that, hey, we would save like $10 million. I wouldn't be mad at that. So, but right now it just doesn't make sense. It's just you're just basically giving up a player for no reason. Doesn't make sense to me. Nah, bro. Trade back and take Scary Terry. Terry who? Terry McLaurin went back in the draft? I would do that. Let's do that. I'm tired of people debating of who Eagles should take. Chase, Smith, Pitts. At this point, yeah, my thing is just take the best player. But I do think we should trade back. I think that's going to become the new argument. Adi, I'm starting a new argument, okay? We're going to argue about should we trade back or not. I wouldn't be mad at that. I think we could get a first. I say shoot for a first. Like I said, I'm no GM, so maybe I'm just, I play Madden a little bit too much, but go shoot for a first. There's no way we're drafting or signing Galladay. I mean, I don't want to say no way because I didn't think we would sign Alshon Jeffrey. There's definitely ways that you can do it like within the cap. Because that year that Alshon Jeffrey, got like a $9 million contract, he was only on the cap for like $2 million. So, I mean, there's definitely ways to do it, and this is definitely a year that a lot of players are going to probably take 1-year deals. But I don't know if we're the team that you want to take a 1-year deal with right now. Like, we just don't really kind of got it together. Bro, you better get back to school, man. You better get back to school. Somebody find out where infamous 2K goes to school, and we call in the principal. If Lane gonna be a trade possibility next year, we should take Slater. That's where I'm starting to think now. Like, if you're willing to give up some, I've said it. I've never said it before this video, but I said in the beginning of this video, I'd rather get rid of. I don't want to say get rid of. I'd rather trade Lane Johnson and move on from Lane Johnson before I move on from Brandon Brooks. I don't know. I think they're both basically the same thing as far as what you're going to get in production. They've both been hurt. They both have the same kind of question marks in my opinion. But if I'm getting rid of one of them, I'm getting rid of Lane. That's just me though. Think you'd get more for him too. Dak got overpaid and a very overrated. I'm not worried about it. I mean, yeah, and most of his money is like front loaded. Most of his money is like they're paying him basically like I forgot. I know $75 million this year, but I think they're paying like $40 million next year too. Like they're basically getting that contract out of the way. So, it was a bad contract up front, but like, it wasn't that bad. I understand what they did. They had to do it. They had no other choice. But that's what happens when you wait. Shoot for a first, right? And we could have 3 firsts next year. That's what I'm saying. Mess around, give us a first, bro. We could really just rocket this rebuild. I'm not sure if you'll get a first trading back, maybe 2 second-round picks. Maybe. I think Denver, if you want a quarterback, bro, give us a first. Give us your 9th pick, and then a first next year and a 3rd. I think that's fair. Uh-oh. He don't agree. What's good, Philly Mike? What's good, Mike? What's good, my guy? We moving down 3 spots. We might be able to squeeze it first, but doubt it. We would have to it would be very dry. It would be literally maybe just a 9th and a first. I would be cool with that too. And then you just move back 3 spots for the future. I'm not mad at that. Because even if you miss on that 9 pick, you know what I'm saying? You got 3 first-round picks hopefully next year. Lane got 3 or 4 more good years if healthy. And that's the question with both of them, though. I feel like you can make that statement about both of them. It's just if you're gonna get rid of one of them, like I said, I don't think you should really necessarily have to get rid of either of them. We gotta have somebody freaking retire as an Eagle, right? Galladay, TG13, and Rager would be nice. Though. It would be nice, but as Travis Fogelman and Jalen Rager said, they're not worried about this offense. So I'm in driver's ed class. I've been okay. You cool. You good. All right. Philly Mike in the house. Philly Mike. I'm gonna make a song of it. All right, Scary Terry. Oh, and so speaking of making a song, I want to say this because I didn't get to say it really when I had Dave Spadero on yesterday, but my man was literally dancing to the intro song. When I tell you, I was like cheesing in the background before the show started. He was literally like, "Okay, this is cool." Like, yeah, I had Dave Spadero dancing to my rap. Like that was a moment for me, bro. Scary Terry, he's the wide receiver from LSU. I think Terrence Marshall Jr. Okay, that's what they calling him. That's dope. Yeah, I mean, look, we saw what happened to the other number 2 wide receiver from LSU, right? And shoot, if we can't get Jamar Chase, hopefully he's just as good. Yeah, I gotta drink y'all water. What's good? Let's go, Birds. What's good, brother? Dak isn't overrated. He's a tad overrated. But that contract is over, paying $75 million. It's a lot of money, but I mean, I get what they're doing. Because we might be in that position pretty soon. We might be in a situation where we have to make a decision on somebody and just say, all right, we're going to pay you out these first 2 years and hopefully get out of it, in the third if we have to. But, he got what he wanted. It is what it is. That's, he played it right. With the cap space, we will sign Galladay. Yeah, no, we ain't going to sign Galladay. But it does sound good, though. We don't care what that got paid. If he's overpaid, it's good for us. That's my thing. I'm happy. He should have got paid more. I've been said that. He should have got give him $70 million a year. If we trade down, it's possibly a late second round, maybe a third round pick. All right, now I want to go to the next one. I want to go to the next trade scenario that I cooked up. Like I said, I ain't no inside reporter or nothing like that. These are just things I was thinking of. So y'all let me know what y'all think. But the next one I was thinking was Carolina. Now they're at number 8. And the only reason I would say that they do that is because they want to jump the Lions. And I don't think we would really get much from them. You know what I'm saying? That's the only, maybe we get a second round pick and maybe something else. Just for 2 spots, I don't really see them balling out for it. I don't know. The number that I put down was the number 8 pick and a second round pick and a 5th round pick. That would be my idea to kind of pitch to the Panthers if they wanted to swing up and go up and get a quarterback at number 6. That would be mine. So what do you guys think about Carolina? Would you guys be down to trade with Carolina? I'm moving to Florida. How do I stream games? You could use sportsurge.net, crackstreams.com. There's a couple. Hit me up in the in Discord, and I'll tell you a couple. Brandon Brooks isn't going anywhere. I surely hope so. There's more sort of a figurative way of going about things this year. Try to be safe and rather go to the draft. Waste too much money because it's always coming. Yeah, this year I feel like it's going to be one of those kind of mulligan years. A lot of 1-year deals, a lot of let's just kind of run it back type situations. Because last year was kind of we had a season and everything, but it was just so weird. And obviously the scouting is so much different. Damn, from Alaska? You live in Alaska? So is that why you're AK Eagles? That's crazy. I personally don't live in Philly, so I'm sure a lot of people can. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure mad people in the chat can definitely give you a good insight on where to go. So definitely everybody help AK Eagles out. Let them know where to go in Philly. Let them know the best cheesecake spots where to really, get it cracking. But what's good, Ewing? What's good, Ewing? What's good, Kev Thomas? Didn't even say hi. Just came on in. Thought I wasn't gonna see you. Infamous says Dak is 1-6 against winning teams. He has 19 touchdowns to 19 interceptions and has the 23rd best QBR against winning teams. And thrown the most picks by a starting winning quarterback to winning teams. I can go on and on about him. Hey, he's not the Eagles quarterback. I'm happy about that. That's the only thing. Like, and maybe that's a homer thing, but I definitely think we should at least make sure we're ahead of the Giants, because it's not just the Cowboys. It's the Giants and the Cowboys. Like, if we go to number 11, I think, or no, number 12 it would be, which is my third one. Like, if we go to number 12, we're right behind both of them. So, all right, see, this is what I would do. I'd trade back 1 or 2 spots, either Lions or Panthers. Both need franchise quarterbacks to get more compensation and still get the player I wanted to target. Yeah, I just don't think that, 2 spots is, the most or the least I think people will be down to trade up. But, like, I don't really think – I was thinking of the Lions, but I don't really think they would go up 1 spot. I think they just kind of sit there and figure it out. If they don't get their player, they just trade back. Especially them, they don't, you could say they need a franchise quarterback, but they also did just get Goff. So who's to say they really don't want to just kind of figure it out with him for a little while? Hopefully. I mean, this will be his second year, so it would have to be in 2 years. He has this year and next year to really prove himself. I really do feel like he really only has this year if he's bad, but what's up, my Eagles family? We got to stay positive. Jalen will shine and prove people wrong. I agree. I don't think Dolphins take Chase. They have Parker, who they both play the same type of game, big wide receiver, I think. What if they take a quarterback? What if they just took a quarterback? What if they just really didn't believe into it? And 3 quarterbacks went off the board in the first 3 picks. That would be crazy. They're bringing back Hank Baskett. Who's they? The Eagles? I actually just sent out an email to him to get an interview. It's funny that you bring him up. With Carr, that trade you said is good, but with Carolina, but we don't have a 4th, so we got to push for that. I see that. Okay. I see what you're saying. I'm down for whatever. Just get more draft capital. That's really where I'm at right now. Boom. Bro, if we won the Super Bowl, I could see it just because we're so dysfunctional right now. Like, I could see it. I could see it just out of nowhere being good for some odd reason. So there I go. I'm in love with Chase Bateman and Lance. Those 3 are my favorite. I like Chase. Chase is probably my favorite guy right now, just because if I didn't get to pick Micah Parsons, I still don't change my mind on that. I would still take Micah Parsons at number 6. That's me. We'll see if he sucks. If he sucks, then I'm wrong. But, that's still my favorite guy. But if I'm being realistic and thinking of who we probably will take, I would love, Jamar Chase. That's my number 1 guy. Yeah, I gotta go back down to Philly, man. Sorry, so the third one that I was thinking about was, like I said, the 12th pick. And honestly, like not the last one, but the next one is the 12th pick. And you're gonna have to bag out. You're gonna have to give me a bag for this one. I'm talking like a first obviously your 12th pick this year, first next year. I don't think they have a third. But I need some more picks on top of that. So like the starting ground is 2 firsts, and then we're gonna keep talking because that's my thing. Funny that you bring that up. Literally bring it up just as I say it. As I was just about to say that. The last one, yeah, it would have to be the world. You would have to give me the world. I don't want N'Keal Harry. I don't know. If you want to come up from the 15th to the number 16 pick, I need 2 first-round picks and maybe multiple seconds. That's a long way, bro. That's a long drop. That's a long drop. Do you like, and by the way, Joe, do you like my new avatar? It's a picture of Nick Sirianni. Hey, I like it. I do like it. I ain't even peeped it at first. I do like that. We going defensive heavy in this draft. We have to. We definitely have to. I've said this from the beginning, from the start of this offseason. Like, this defense is our main issue. That is our main issue. Nah, Devontae Smith is way faster than Mike Thomas. And Mike Thomas is like 3 inches taller, isn't he? Isn't he like 6'4" or something like that? Yeah, that would be crazy. Stephen Gilmore ain't gonna come here just because of his contract, but like, you're gonna have to throw me a lot of picks, bro. I need a lot of picks. Like, it just doesn't make sense for us to give him up. But honestly, I really honestly would not mind. More than I think about it, if you trade back and you want to go get yourself an offensive lineman for the future, I'm not mad at that. Yeah, if you got to see the 40, I saw one mock draft where the 49ers were taking a linebacker. If they take a linebacker, I'll be very surprised. But look, they have a lot of young, good players on that defense. If you want to throw me a young, good player from your defense, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? On a good contract, on a rookie deal, preferably. I'm down with that. But you're going to have to throw me a lot, bro. Like, we have to finesse someone, bro. Like, we have to finesse someone. People are thinking we got finessed with the whole Carson Wentz trade. It depends. If he sucks, we ain't really get finessed that much. If he's decent, if he plays 75% of the games and we all look at him and be like, damn, he's still really not that good, we won that trade because then we still get a first-round pick. We're out of that contract. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's really way too early to say we got finessed in that. But, we haven't been able to finesse nobody in a while. And I feel like a lot of people, I'm not going to say hate on, because I hate Howie too, but like, a lot of people unfairly give Howie a lot of blame on some of these, failed trades. Because like, at the end of the day, Golden Tate was a good player, and the coaches said they literally don't know how to use him. Like, that was just, even if you didn't want him, which it seems like, looking back, hindsight is obviously 2020, or yeah, looking back, it feels like they just didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't want him. Like, it wasn't our guy, so we're not going to scheme for him. So that's more of the problem for me. But like, look, I feel like he's brought in talent. And the offensive, whether it be the head coach, whether it be whoever it is, they just aren't scheming correctly. Obviously, what he's done with this cap, we should have all saw it coming. It is what it is. We should have saw it coming. 49ers, maybe. So I like Lance. So if they want Lance, bro, you're going to have to come up here. Just throw us a bag real quick. And like I said, I think you have to add more value just because you have to know we're going to drop behind the Cowboys or the Giants. If we're taking that number 12 spot, we're going behind the Cowboys and the Giants. That means something. I don't care. That means something. At least to me. It means something to me. We always get lucky in the second round. A guy like Pat Freiermuth, who is less a risk, or Mr. Chaz, so that would be clutch. I like Pat Freiermuth. I like Pat Freiermuth a lot. Hashtag we are. You know what I'm saying? Go Nittany Lions. But we can't, if you're gonna go tight end, it's Kyle Pitts at 6, and that's it. Like, there's not a tight end in this draft outside of like day 3 guys that I really, have my eye on. You have to go defense. This is just to draft what you think is a franchise quarterback. These teams exactly. If these, it's all about. It takes 2 to have, 2 to tango, right? It takes 2 to tango. So if somebody falls in love with somebody, bro, it's big. What up, Cash? What's good, Uno? Would you give up a first round pick next year, second round? Would I take that? I would take that. A first next year, second round. I'm confused. To move back into the 12th pick, I think that's a lot. If that's what you're saying. If you're saying to move back in and we give that up, nah, probably not. Probably not. Unless, I think we can come back into the later of the first. I wouldn't be mad at that and give up less assets, but that's a bit much, especially our picks this year. Let me get my wrench back, brother. I got you. Once I get on my phone, I got to get back. Oh, actually, I have it open, I think. I feel we honestly aren't going to be as bad as everyone thinks. I really like Nick and his energy. And if players really like playing for him, I don't see us having such a tough time. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, everybody, it's got to be a family effort. It's got to be a team effort. The players got to want to play, and the coaches got to coach. Everybody's got to do their job. Last year there was a disconnect. We can't have a disconnect. If the Lions would be willing to trade with us, we'd be getting the 7th pick. We'd also, I just don't think that they'd want to, moving up 1 pick. I can't think of a time that's happened, especially that high in the draft. I just don't see what the point for them would be. Like, do they really think we're going to take a quarterback? And if that's the case, you'd have to probably come up, you'd have to really probably give us some stuff. If you're really saying, like, the Eagles are probably going to take Trey Lance and you want Trey Lance, then you're going to really have to come up, because then that means you want a franchise quarterback. It's one thing if we weren't going to take that player. It's one thing if we were going to trade back anyways. You know what I'm saying? Which, that's where I'm kind of at my head is at, I should say. But, like, if our thought process is we want a quarterback and you're coming to us for that pick, you definitely going to have to lace us. You're going to have to, or you better try and get ahead of us. You better talk to Bengals. I don't want a quarterback, but, if Pitts and Chase and Sewell gone at 6, I may consider trading down with Carolina or New England, getting an extra second or maybe a future first and grab Waddle. Okay. I'm glad you said that. I am glad you brought that out. Yeah, it definitely did. Definitely did with me, especially. And it's funny that it happened, especially after it happened, like right after I was talking about how I think he would be good in the second round, and everybody was like, "Oh, you bugging." He said $3 and I sold my wrench to someone. Hey, I love that. That's entrepreneurship. Hey, for 99 cents, you can become a channel member and get a wrench, Link in the bio. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe if you're new. I know a lot of you guys are just listening on your lunch break. I appreciate it immensely, but we are in 35 minutes. I'll probably be here like maybe another 30 minutes or so, but I always forget to say it. Please do hit that like. Please do hit that subscribe. It just helps out a lot. And for all the people that are just listening, I do want to let you know you can listen to all the interviews. You can listen to everything on Spotify, Apple. Just search us Philly the podcast. We are now updating the audio side of it again. I know a lot of you guys have been asking, so feel free to check us out there as well. But I do appreciate you all hanging out with us. But yeah, please do hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going nowhere yet, but just wanted to put that out there. Anyway, so do I think that Jeffrey and this whole Jalen thing was a smokescreen? That's I was thinking about that yesterday, and I was I was really thinking about doing a video on it, but I was like, nah, that's like some tinfoil hat stuff. I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm overthinking it, but like he might be. He might be. He might be. Maybe he's thinking like, all right, I can get somebody to excuse me, I could get somebody to kind of stay put. You know, like if the Lions or Panthers or someone that's like right behind us really wants a quarterback, and we really want a quarterback, saying we don't want a quarterback might make them feel a little bit more comfortable at their position, right? So I don't know. It's an interesting thought. It's an interesting thought. If the O line can stay healthy, they are saying we have a top 5 O line. I definitely think we do. I think a top 8 at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll see what happens. I definitely think we do. Yeah, I mean I said this before, man. We can't handcuff another coach. We can't handcuff another front office, and just because we want something, if Jeffrey Lurie is becoming that how do I put it? Shoot, I'm just saying if he's becoming like that Jerry Jones type guy, this is going to be a long time in Philly. It's going to be a long couple years, maybe decades in Philly because he is our owner. So at the end of the day, it feels like him and Howie Roseman are very tied at the hip. And Howie does what Jeffrey wants. That's what it seems. So the problem might be bigger than we think. I don't know if he'll be a first. I think he solidified his spot, but I mean, speed is speed, and it's unteachable. But he's definitely got some things he's got to work on, and there's definitely some better players ahead of him, in my opinion. Waddle will be the second wide receiver off the board after his pro day. I saw a video of him racing Henry Ruggs, and they were neck and neck, literally neck and neck. So, I mean, it'll be interesting. Hey, I appreciate that. 6 all-pro players this year draft to take my wrench. Hope that doesn't happen. Chase has to be the pick. The more, I think that's the safest pick right now. If it's Kyle Pitts, if Kyle Pitts is only way I really would want Kyle Pitts is if Chase is gone. That's like the only way I'll be like, all right, whatever, cool. Because then I can talk myself into being like, we were probably going to take Chase. But like, like if Chase is there and we take Kyle Pitts, I don't know, man. I'm going to feel some type of way. And I might be 100% wrong. I just feel like the risk is like very, very, very present with, Kyle Pitts at number 6. And everybody's saying the risk is there with everybody. And it is. It's the draft. The draft is a lottery at the end of the day. No matter where you pick, you never know what you're really going to get. No matter how much scouting, no matter how much time you watch them, no matter how many 40s they run, there's always people that slip through the cracks. So at the end of the day, I just think you have more proven track record with someone like Jamar Chase. I don't know. I just don't see that Pitts has ever been that dominant. Like Pitts is the guy Pitts is all. He's all what ifs. Like he could become this. He could become that. You could put him there. You could put him there. But at the end of the day, Jamar Chase is what he is. He's gonna be great at what he is. I truly feel that. And there's a great chance that Kyle Pitts can be great. I just don't think he's that guy. We'll see though. We smoke screen too much. Only worked with Cox and and Powell. Otherwise, it backfires. Facts. Is there a GM you'd be willing to have next year if we fire Howie Roseman and there's a complex amount of? I would take Louis Riddick just because I feel like he actually kind of gives a damn about the city. It feels good. Shout out to Chris Anaya. I hope I said that right. Your channel is great, bro. $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that super chat, and thank you for the kind words, man. We growing, man. We trying to do it. We trying to give y'all good content, so I really do appreciate that. It means a lot, man. The 48-yard dash is overrated. No, that's a big fact. That's a big fact. Pitts has more upside, but I think Chase makes a quicker impact. That's my thing. So you look at, all right, this is my thing with it. If you look at Kyle Pitts, he has never necessarily, and I love the kid. I think he's, obviously a Philly kid. It's, everything about it just says yes. Like he's the type of guy you want. You know what I mean? Good. I said it right. Good. I'm glad I said it right, bro. I'm glad I said it right. But he's the type of attitude you want. Everything like upside is through the roof. But do you draft potential and what ifs at number 6? That's really my thing right now. And it's like, he could be great. But we miss at that position. So we're not necessarily tight end, but we miss at wide receiver so much. I don't know. It's a really hard decision for me because I want to say go ahead and grab him. I love the tape. I love the highlights, realistically. It's just he's never been that guy. I don't know. He's just never been that guy. I can't wait until the draft. I wish it was here. Now I'm really tired of talking about this. I'm getting too anxious. Yeah, I can't wait for the draft, man. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the draft. I'm obviously gonna live stream. I've been talking to one of these bars that's out here. I might just go live stream from there and try and get Brandon to come down here, or we'll just do it, whatever. But I definitely want to do something like that. Wish you signed destroying 2 out of 40-inch for it. Yeah, shoot. We need a kicker, man. We need a kicker. The draft is April 29th. Chase didn't play for a year. He could be the next. Hey, you never know. You never know. You're 100% right about that. There's a couple players that didn't play this last year, though. Who else didn't play last year? Trey Lance only played 1 game. So, I mean, and then everybody's season was shortened. Everybody only played 8 games. But Trey Lance is the only guy to go 16-0. I think he went 16-0 his junior year. You don't do that in college. I don't know. I like Trey Lance a lot. Every time I say Lance and a lot after, it's the people riding horses and shit like that. Trey Lance a lot. Watch 7 of the players say they broke that 40-yard dash record. Yo, big facts, though. I forget who it was I was talking to, but they were like, watch, you're going to have offensive linemen running four flats on their 40 and stuff. What would you do if we? I mean, I would support him. I mean, it is what it is. It is. I'm not gonna be mad if we draft him. Like I said, there's a lot to love about the guy. It's just if I was making the pick, I probably wouldn't take him. I'm trying to put together a draft board with all Eagles content creators. I mean, hey, I'm down. Good luck with that. I'm down to help, any way I can. But trying to get us all in one room at once, bro, it's gonna be tough. But hey, like I said, I'm down to do whatever you need, bro. Just let me know. What would you do if we drafted Jamar Chase? Though? Look, I'll be happy if we drafted either of them. My gut just says, we shouldn't draft him that high. That's just really what my gut's saying. April 29th. I think I answered that, but yeah, it's April 29th. We got to get an Eagles roundtable for the first round. Yeah, we might do something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do for the first round. I definitely want to not be here for the first round. I'll probably be somewhere else and probably live stream from there. Like I said, I've been talking to it. I live in next to Tampa, and there's an Eagles restaurant in Tampa that I've talked to their owner before and talked about possibly live streaming from there. So maybe I'll just do that. That would be a lot of fun. Maybe they'll give me free drinks. Huh? Maybe y'all get to see Drunk Castro. That would be a lot of fun. I don't really drink, so when I do get when I get a drink, I'll be like, oh, I'm good. Micah Parsons, I don't think he played this year either. No, he didn't. He opted out. Zach Wilson, you thinking is a bust alert? Maybe. I don't. He's another guy. He only had really 1 great year. It was a really, really good year, but he only had 1 of them. So, yeah, I read that. Trey Lance is the QB I'd be willing to take at 6. He looks a lot like Justin Herbert. I like Trey Lance. Oh, snap. He plays for BYU. Who plays BYU? Who did he lose to? I actually have some because I did that video about him, so I still got some of his stats. I think I could pull that up. Give me 1 second. Because he did lose to some random ass teams. So he lost to Washington. He lost to Utah. So Washington's a pretty good team. USC is a pretty good team. Utah, Coastal Carolina. He beat Boise State. That's a solid win. That's a really good win. I mean, nobody really that great though. Yeah, nobody really that great. That was the guy that once I did the video about him, once I looked him up and everything, I was just I don't really see it. I'm taking Pitts at 6. Hey, I hear you, bro. I think I'm the only content creator right now that doesn't want Kyle Pitts at number 6. I would love to know if there's anybody out there with me. You know what I'm saying? Am I all alone? I'm pretty sure I'm the only content creator that does not want Kyle Pitts at 6. Bro, what's up with your boy Parsons? Why are they saying he followed? They're saying these character issues. I don't know. I really don't know. Some of the stuff is true. Some of the stuff is speculation. I really don't know. I hope that, I hope they figure it out, and I still hope that he goes to top 10. I think he's a top 10 talent. So, I hope the best for him. I like the guy. Joe asked by Shay. Y'all crazy. What's good, Jalen Williams? What's good? Yeah, you got to be fashionably late sometimes. You got to be fashionably late. How would you feel if we brought back Sidney Jones? I think he can be good playing in our new system, having safety help over the top. I mean, I wouldn't be mad depending on what he's looking at, money-wise. We could definitely work that out. We're going to need some cheap guys. I think we'll have a very clear picture after free agency. I don't think we're going to really be the free agent, players. I think after the draft, after free agency, you'll start seeing us plugging in some people. And if he's one of them, hey, more power to him. Yeah, all the channel members, I know you're a channel member, so we're doing a live stream sometime. You guys let me know when the best time to do the members. I put up a community post, so just comment and let me know, and whoever, whatever day or time, we'll try and figure out a day and time, and we'll do a members only live stream. We'll either do a call in, we'll figure it out. We restructure, 2.4 mil, I'll take it. Jalen Hurts is better than Lance, I'm sorry, but he hasn't showed me enough to take him at 6 overall. Not, but I can't say that Jalen Hurts is better than anyone. I don't understand that narrative. At the end of the day, Jalen Hurts hasn't proved really anything either. It is what it is. It is what it is. If we're saying you can't base it off of what he did in the NFL, because he didn't do much in the NFL. Who's to say that Trey Lance would have went in there and done the same thing or better? I mean, we just don't know that. There's so many things. I can't say that. I can't say with a straight face that Jalen Hurts is far and above better than anybody in this draft class. We need to draft Fields. And he only had one good year. Trey Lance, he only played 1 year. I mean, he went 16-0. I mean, this you don't really. Who else went 16-8? So did Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson only had one good year. Jalen Hurts really only had 1.5 good years. Jalen Hurts didn't Jalen Hurts wasn't oh my God. He had one great year that he was in the Heisman talk. He had a good year in Bama. I mean, what are we really saying? Then go after a receiver in the second round. Coastal Carolina. They're not bad. They were ranked last year, I believe. Trey Lance would have slapped in the face to Carson. Now that's funny, but Lance is a beast though. That would be kind of funny. I mean, somebody I really like is Jabril Cox, and Jabril Cox played 3 years at North Dakota State, so that would be kind of funny to get him too. But I mean, and he came into North Dakota State as a quarterback. He switched to linebacker, obviously, but Coastal Carolina was spanking on BYU. Yeah, it was bad. That was probably his worst game of his career, or of that year, I'll say, because he wasn't that great the year before. But he went crazy his freshman year. I of course I closed out the document, but his freshman year in his bowl game, I think it was like 18 or something like that. He went crazy in that bowl game, and then he was mediocre the next year. I don't know a single first round pick out of half those schools. Facts. Coastal Carolina. That's just a weird, that's just so specific, Hey, if Pitts is the guy, then Pitts is the guy. There we go. Okay, I'm not alone. Come join the Pittsian Society. Billy Mike does not want Pitts at 6. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, Chase is just. I just rather have Chase, man. I'm in the camp of moving up with our second to the mid first because somebody always slips. I wouldn't be mad at that, depending on who you're going for. Don't go for a quarterback. Don't pull a Packers move. But hey, if you can go up there and get a top flight player, somebody like I don't know. I don't want to throw out names because then you're like, there's no way. But if a top, cornerback or linebacker or something like that, you can get back in the top 20. You better go do it. Like if Micah Parsons really falls that far, that people are really like, oh no, we're not messing with him. Go take that chance, man. And I feel like linebackers always do fall. So go take that damn chance, bro. People, I would not be surprised to see what's old boy from Notre Dame's name, Jeremiah Adubodoasu Kiamalu. I can't say his whole name. I really tried though. Either way. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go before Micah Parsons just because of the rumors. So we'll see. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 34 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe if you are new. If you want to become a channel member, there is a link in the description. Check that out. Check that on out. If we draft Pitts, would you draft Trask in the later rounds? No. I don't like Trask. Kyle Trash is what I call him. I will say this 1 million times. We don't need a tight end. We need a wide receiver. And again, if you take Pitts over Chase to be primarily wide receiver one, I will be riding in Philly. Now, all right, I'm going to have to cut out, y'all. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah, that me and Bashir. Yeah, I'm not taking a side on that one. Pitts could play wide receiver. He could. But Jamar Chase has. I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, Jamar Chase is a wide receiver. Like, I don't feel like you take at 6 someone that you don't know what they are. If you go back to, what's from Jabril Peppers, I think his name was, coming out of Michigan, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he was one of those guys that you didn't really know what he was, but you just knew he was really good. He was a really good player. And you could kind of find yourself in that position. Oh, yeah, the mods could be on in it. I don't want Pitts at 6. My argument is that Terry McLaurin and Amari Cooper were more impactful players than Darren Waller. Yeah, I mean, and it's not even just about the impact. It's about knowing who the guy is. Like, I feel like we all fell in love with reports. We all fall in love with tweets. We all fall in love with highlights. And 1 year. We have 1 year of this guy being, talked about. He wasn't – I think he was like number 9 or something like that on the Heisman, which is crazy for a tight end. But he wasn't really used as a tight end. So it's like, I don't know. Oh, hell yeah. I would probably trade in earlier than that. If he was there around 25, 24 maybe, excuse me, I'd make calls. I'd be like, hey, bro, what you need? You can have our second round pick, and we'll give you like a 5th, or maybe a 4th, maybe maybe something. I don't know what you give him, but just give him something. Hey, shout out to my guy Ray Bello joining the Philly the family. Joining Philly the family. I appreciate it. Welcome. Drop some of those emojis. I gotta fix the emojis because I didn't know you can. I didn't know you can have it without like the background. I thought you needed a background, so I'm gonna take like the white background out, and so it's like more of an emoji. I'm new to this, y'all. But everybody, welcome my guy Ray Bello to the family. Thank you so much. All right, where was I? Sorry. Lance learned behind Easton Stick. I mean, Trey Lance is nasty, and I know you probably don't mean that in like a bad way. I mean, you know, Easton Stick learned behind Carson. I guess it's a chain of events, but Trey Lance is a dog. Trey Lance is a dog. It's just the one thing with him is his level of competition. Obviously, it wasn't the highest. Jamar Chase is the right piece for the Philadelphia Eagles with Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders. I wouldn't be mad at it. Hey, that would be dope, bro. That would be dope. Yeah, we got to figure something out. I definitely want to do something. Shit, I got a pool. I might just, grill out here and just, who cares, right? Suppose Chase and Smith is drafted. Who you guys pick? More that I think about it, more that I talk to myself about it, obviously I don't know, but I would think maybe like a Rashawn Slater is starting to maybe go up on our boards just because of the uncertainty at the offensive line position, and he can kind of play every position. He's somebody to kind of check out. Maybe Micah Parsons. Maybe a Jalen Waddle. There's a lot of people at that position, but I hope you just trade back. Yeah, this is an unprecedented year. Bro. Mitch only played 12 games at NC, but got picked high. Yeah, facts. And I mean, Zach Wilson is more comparable to, I've made the argument that you can't really compare Zach Wilson and Mitch Trubisky because, like, Mitch Trubisky just sucked. I've never been a fan of Mitch Trubisky, but either way, I can understand the comparison when you look at the stats and the 2 years prior to that one breakout season. But you can't. Trey Lance shown what he is, in my opinion. It's just you got to really look at you just really got to look at the level of competition. But like you said, 49 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's tough to do. I don't care if that's in the church league. I don't care if you in the Sunday church league. Man, that's tough to do. What round would you take Jabril Cox? It depends on how it goes. If there's like three, so the three that I think will go first before Jabril Cox is probably Dylan Moses, and not in this order, but Dylan Moses, the kid Jeremiah from Notre Dame, and Micah Parsons. If they all go in the first round, Jabril Cox might go in the second round. He might be a reach for us in the second round, but he might go mid, even late second round. So I could see that. Maybe even third, but I think if they all go early, talking about those first three, you could definitely see him go in the second round because I think he's a really good player. People don't realize unless you're very good, you don't have to start. You don't start as a freshman, and depending on good your team is, you might not start. I mean, didn't what's his name start though? Zach Wilson started his freshman year, or at least he started his sophomore year. I know he played all those games, but yeah, he started his freshman year. Just wasn't really that good. And Zach Wilson got off 2 injuries, so his freshman year, I might be mixing these up, but I know between his freshman and his sophomore year, he broke his hand. I want to say in his sophomore year, and then he had to get surgery on his throwing shoulder after his freshman year. I want to say, like I said, I might be having those reversed, but either way, he had both those surgeries. So you're coming into the league, a little bit beat up already. All right, let's try it. Jeremiah Koromoa Awusu. I actually think I did that. Y'all. I think, man, let's get it. If that don't deserve a like, I don't know what does. Give Jalen Hurts his chance. If he isn't the guy after this year or doesn't show real promise, then reevaluate the position a year later. You can do that. I mean, that's a possibility. He said, answer my question before you got to it. What was your question? Oh, I'm behind on these. Yeah, right. Don't say that. That's not funny. Don't say that. He's capping, right? Yeah, I'll make sure he's capping. Yeah, is he capping though? For can y'all just make sure he's capping? Snapback, don't do this to me, bro. I ain't see it, so I'm gonna assume you're captain. If we did, bro, I'm gonna trip out, bro. I'm gonna trip out. I don't know. I just don't see it, man. I look, like I said, I like Pitts, and I think he's a great player. I think he's gonna be very good in this league, possibly, you know. But I don't know. I don't think you take a tight end at 6, and then 2. If you want to tell me that he's a wide receiver, that's fine. But you don't take a project at 6. Like, you know, either way, you're gonna have to work on him. So, like, I don't know. Just my opinion, though. Just my opinion, though. If the thing with Pitts though is the fact that it isn't if or could he play outside, he played outside this city, basically Megatron. See, no, we gotta chill on that. A lot of Eagles fans are out here saying, bro, he's basically this guy, he's basically that guy. He's never been that guy. He's never dominated. Like, you look at his stats this year. This year he was very good. Very good. Look at his stats last year in the full 12 games. Look at his college, his high school career. He was never a dominant tight end. Like, even in high school, his coach was telling him he would never be a tight end. I'm not saying that guy's right. Obviously, the guy's an idiot. Look at him now, but he's never been dominant. He just has a crazy body. So, like, I don't know. You guys gotta chill, man. You gotta chill. There's a reason why these guys are Megatron. There's a reason why these guys are Julio Jones, because there's only one of them. You know what I'm saying? Yummy, son. You know what I'm saying? Who's the running back we should go after? I like Chubba Bubba. No, I like Chubba Hubbard. I've seen some people have Najee Harris as their third running back. If he ends up being the third guy that goes, and we can get him in like the 3rd round or something like that, go for it. I like the Etnine guy. I can't say his last name. I like him though. There's a couple guys that I wouldn't be mad at. There's a guy from North Carolina that I saw a breakdown on. Bro looks pretty good. I ain't even gonna cap. We should get a sign a bruiser. I say James Conner. Is James Conner a free agent? That would be hard for me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Penn State fan, man, and he murdered us, man. He killed us. All right, God. Bro, if we released Fletcher Cox, man, it would just go black. This whole stream would just go black. I would get up and I would be in Philly in a couple hours, bro. I promise you that. What up? Is this a call-in show? Yeah. I just sent you the link. Call in, you little bitch. No, I'll just kidding. Excuse my language, y'all. I know the popular pick is Pitts, but I think it hurts sucking the K. The pick will be Waddle. It could be possible. You know, I don't like Waddle just because of his size and everything, but, you know, if that's what, you know, I don't know. I don't trust them picking a wide receiver. I don't trust them picking anybody. Call me, Howie, so I can, you know, and I got you. I will go grab you. Whoever we need, I'll let you know. I'll let you know who we need to get, because y'all going to mess it up, and I'm not with that. Vouchers to be better. Hey, I love Dave Spadaro interview. Good job. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, that was an honor for us, man. He said he wants to come back on, so we're going to figure something out. Probably after the draft. We're going to probably have him on, and we'll talk some more stuff. But we have some really, bro, I'm telling you, like, I don't like saying it until it happens, but like, so I wish I could just like screenshot my inbox right now, but we have some really, really good collaborations and just interviews coming up. So definitely, I know I said it a bunch of times, but please, if you are new, hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the channel. Look, we're really trying to bring you guys great content. And like I said, we got some great people coming on pretty soon, so I'm very excited. But thank you, Ray. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you joining the channel, man. It really does mean a lot to me. Taking me on the drive. Of course, bro. Never got the. Oh, you thinking Brandon? I took you too, man. I took you too. I'm pretty sure you swept the guy. I mean, it was a good contest though. That was a really fun contest. That was actually a really fun contest. We got to figure out another contest like that. That's what I think. Like, even if you trade him, I'm gonna be probably upset. But like, yeah, trade 7. There we go. No, isn't there another guy? Is that it was that easy? What was I thinking then? But yeah, if he just releases him, bro, we fighting, bro. Hey, you had a dope mock. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. There were some people I wanted to win because they were like underage and they were like, yeah, we can't accept the money, but so it was unfortunate. I couldn't just give it, I wish I could have just been fake and just gave it to them. Like, oh, what a coincidence. He doesn't want the money. I had no idea. James Conner is going to be a wow. That'll be interesting. Maybe I wouldn't be mad at that. How does one highlight a name? LOL, I can't figure it out. You got to be on your computer. You got to be on your laptop, and then you just press like the @ and then it does that. You're talking about like when you're adding someone? James Conway. Yeah, he is always hurt, but depending on what his money's looking at, Miles and James Conner. That would be kind of crazy though. And then that's that Penn State Pitt connection. If we get rid of Cox for absolutely nothing, I will knock on Howie's doors, sit him down personally, give him an ass whooping of his lifetime. I agree. I'll help you. Miles and Hubbard. I would love Hubbard. I really do like Hubbard. I think he's a bruiser. But we might have the guy on the roster. Who's to say? Excuse me. Who's to say that Elijah Holyfield can't be that guy? Who's to say that maybe Mike Warren? I think is still on the team. We got a couple big boys, so who's to say we don't have him on the roster? I said thank you before. I know, I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta be on the laptop. Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams. Yeah, Javonte Williams. That's old boy from North Carolina. He's something serious. I like him. What's good, Eagle Slayer? What's good, brother? What's good? While I do have everybody here, I do want to announce the mock draft series coming up because we do not stop. We do not sleep. I don't look like I'm gonna be able to get it. Oh, there we go. So yeah, we're gonna have the mock draft series going back on. It's going to be tomorrow at 6:30. We're gonna have the AZ Sports Fan, and he's gonna be representing the Arizona Cardinals. He's got a really dope channel, y'all. Kind of like a lot like ours, like as far as just kind of very involved with his community and stuff, and he's really killing it over there. So I'm really excited to have him over here. And there's a couple guys I want to talk to him about. So looking forward to that. Be sure to be there tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, because I know it's going to be a different time for them. So gotta make sure y'all know it's our time. So just wanted to let you guys know that, but I'll get back to that. Shout out to Chris Anaya. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. I hate messing up people's name because I'm Spanish. People will say like my last name wrong or like compare it to Fidel. You don't care. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm going on a whole tangent. But thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you so much. I think we're at like 23, 24 right now. So you guys are killing it. I appreciate it so much. We're on the road to 30. Oh, all right. I was wrong. I thought Mike Warren was like on the practice squad or something to keep it a stack. I thought we stashed him. Miles Sanders and Trey Sermon. I wouldn't be mad at that. Now that you bring that up, I really do like Jamie Newman, bro. Jamie Newman, I'm not saying like go draft him in the first round, but I was watching shout out to what's home's name? The QB, the quarterback school, whoever does that. he did like a part 2 of it. A really cool, really cool video, and he made me like him a little bit more. So if he's a late round guy that you grab, I would not be mad at that. Shout out to my guy Philly52 with the $5 super chat. You ain't got to do that, man. I appreciate it so much. He is a member of the family. He is a Philly fan member. So that shout out to my guy. He says, "What yo, what up? What's good? I'm chilling, man. We out here just talking that BS. You know how we do. But what do you think? I mean, I like Jamie Newman. I wouldn't be mad. He said we can always get Eddie Lacy. Hey, yo, bro. Y'all need to stop. Good, man. Get in the bag. Okay. How much receivers should we draft? One. Get one in the first. If you find somebody you really love, go get that guy in the first. And that's it. Yes, sir. Congratulations to Chris. I like that. Congrats, Chris. Now, yeah, shout out to Chris for joining the member, man. I appreciate that right there. If you guys want to join the membership, it is only 99 cents for the next couple months. We do member-only live streams. I give you, early access to all the interviews. And then if you are a member, I usually, incorporate your questions. Like members got to ask Jason Huntley a bunch of questions. So for 99 cents, I think it's pretty cool. But, you don't have to. But if you want to, the link is in the description. I think we need to draft the OC in these years. Kelsey might not be back. I do as well. I had an interview with Jimmy Morrissey. I would love for us to go get Jimmy Morrissey because I feel like he's going to be there, midday 2, maybe somebody like a, 3rd, 4th, maybe 5th round pick. I would love to see Jimmy Morrissey on Philadelphia Eagles. He's a really good center, really solid, trained with Jason Kelsey. So it's kind of like you're getting his, maybe a Jason Kelsey 0.2 or 0.5, depending on how you look at it. John Brown from the Bills just got released. I'm good on him. He's fast, though. You think that? Okay, that's interesting. So you think that John Brown getting traded makes Ertz to the Bills a little bit more of a realistic or more of a possibility? If I had to put my money anywhere, I would probably right now. I'd probably put it on the Chargers. I think the Chargers, because I saw somebody say, would you rather pay the market value of Hunter Henry or just go ahead and trade for Zach Ertz and figure out his contract? Because that's kind of where I'd be right now. Elijah Moore. I got to check him out a little bit more. No pun intended, but I got to check him out a little bit. I haven't really, looked up him that much. So I'm sure he is good. A lot of people are talking about him, so I'm sure he's got some good tape out there. Kellen Mond over Jamie Newman. To me, it's like I just want, if there's somebody that's going to be there at the 7th, 6th, 5th round that you think is going to be good, all right, I'm cool with that. I don't even think you really need to draft a quarterback this draft. Just go get like a vet. Go get a cheap vet. If you really are going to build around Jalen Hurts, if he sucks, or if he gets hurt, then we're going to suck. Be okay with that. Like that's just something we have to bite. We have to bite that bullet. It doesn't make sense to go get us a quarterback that's going to, get us to 800 or 500. For what? What's the point? Ertz to Green Bay makes way more sense. Maybe he's never had that, again, Aaron Jones didn't get franchise tagged. I'm sure they're going to be trying to extend him. I doubt they're going to be letting Aaron Jones walk, but, he didn't get extended. He didn't get franchise tagged, so we shall see, I suppose. Like I said, the main overall point of this whole video is that I want to trade back. I think right now is a golden opportunity to really strap up on draft assets and just really go crazy, man. Like we need everything we can get, and I think this offseason will be very weird for a lot of teams. especially with free agency. A lot of 1-year deals, a lot of chances being took player wise because we just didn't have a real season this year. There's going to be a lot of people in this draft that are going to rise and fall because of pro days and workouts and stuff like that. So as I sit and I look at the teams that we have, we are in a position that we can rebuild this defense pretty quickly. This is a deep draft when it comes to defense. And we can get us a great player still in that first round. I feel like the first round is going to be for the fans. It's going to be fan service. Go get that top guy. Go get that guy that we all want. And then you have to, as an organization, just lock into defense, man. You have to. Offensive line, I can understand. But, defense has to be your priority. That is my main focus. So trade back. Get yourself some more picks. Go to 8. Go to 9. Go to 12. I wouldn't love 15, but yeah, I guess you can. But wouldn't love it. We got to get Ian Book. Yeah, he is. I wouldn't be mad at a development guy like that. Could get Trey Burton's possibly. Maybe. I don't think we really need him. I don't really think we need him, to be honest. We got about 4 more dudes to restructure. And let me ask you a question. Let me ask everybody this question. I'm probably going to head off in a little bit, but I want to ask you guys this question before I do leave. All these people restructuring, does that say anything about Howie? Like that these people, maybe they do like Howie. Maybe they don't don't hate Howie. Because why not? Why, if you are in that position that they're coming to you saying, you want to restructure, why not just be like, no, screw that guy. Right? So, I mean, let me ask you that. Do you think that this is, maybe the media is overplaying this whole distraught or what's the word I'm looking for? All the drama, I guess is the easiest way of saying it. All the drama in the locker room. Maybe the media is just kind of overplaying it. Maybe we're overplaying it. We're biting into it a little bit too much. I don't know, man. Me don't know, man. Paris Ford's good. I do like Paris Ford. Zaven Collins. I love Zaven Collins. I would personally. Did I say him in my top 3? No, I put Dylan Moses ahead of him. Yeah, no, I would probably put Zaven Collins over Dylan Moses. I don't know why I forgot him. I'm sorry about that. It could mean anything, honestly. It could. I don't think it's about Howie. It's about they want to, when they're getting older, and people like BG care more about the team than the personal feud. Yeah, but I mean, we're not gonna win. We're not gonna be that good. So if you're restructuring with the thought like, oh, let's retool and win, I think the front office has been really open that they know they're not gonna be that good this year. That's my thought. True. That's very true. And the players don't really have anything to do with Howie, and the people who do are the coaches and community. That's a fact. You ain't never lied. But hey, guys, I think I'm about to head off of here, man. We still got 35 people in the chat. Please do hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you are new, like I said, if you want to become a channel member, please do hit the link in the description. There's a bunch of links in that description. Just go hit a bunch of them while you're here. But other than that, man, might come on a little bit later. To be honest, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do later tonight. Maybe come back on. We'll see. I might do the member only tonight. We'll see. You guys let me know what you want. But other than that, man, y'all know what it is. It is Fly Eagles Fly. And we are out here. Peace!
Everywhere. This is for you.
Fly Eagles Fly. On the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a Bird Gang Nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw. Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season hit, early time to do 'em in. Your boy Philly Fresco, thanks for tuning in.